Alright you guys, what's going on? You've already seen the thumbnail and the title to this video. Today I'll be telling you guys what pretty much took my photography career from okay to great. So first things first, the first thing that really took my photography from okay to great is by learning lighting. And by learning lighting, I don't mean, just going on YouTube, watching these videos, watching the videos that I create. I want to say really just learning what lighting is and learning how to manipulate it and how to use it. For example, learning that whites bounce light around, learning what it means to add a grid onto a light, learning how to make a light soft, learning what makes a light hard, how to use these different lights and how to achieve an image that you really want to create. And when I started to learn that, when I started to go out and practice and go out and do what I needed to do to master these topics, that's when I really started to notice like the biggest change in my work. It was kind of a point where I would just set up at my shoots, I'd just bring lights and I'd kind of just set them around places and I wouldn't know what I'm doing. But once I learned and I really studied lighting and I mastered the art of light, it came to a point where, it's like any situation I'm in, even if I don't have lights with me, I know how to achieve the look that I'm going for just because I've understood lighting, understood directional lighting and where to place these lights to achieve the look I'm going for. And so once I learned that, that's one of the things that really took my photography career and my photography work to the next level. Second thing on that list is really shooting with purpose. And this is definitely one of the things that I can say really took my work from okay to the next level, and that's shooting with purpose. And so what I mean by that is basically when you're going out and you're doing your shoots, have a purpose in mind, pre-plan, have a location in mind, make sure that whatever you're trying to achieve, that everything from the location to the makeup to your lighting to your lens choice, that everything is very intentional and you're shooting with a purpose. Don't just show up to there anyhow and just try to throw things together. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, that might work, but in a professional setting, if you really want to take your photography career serious and get to that next level, you need to learn how to shoot with intention and to shoot with purpose. So I'll give you guys an example. Nowadays, when I go out to shoots, I meet up with my clients beforehand. We might talk on the phone or we might send emails back and forth. They tell me what they're looking for. They'll send me examples of what they're going for. And from there, I'll start to think about all the tools that I'll need to bring this project to life. If it's something clean, maybe that means I need to bring out certain lights. Maybe I need to use certain lenses. If it's beauty, if it's something where I'm just shooting somebody's face, maybe I need to add on a Pro Mist filter so that it softens up the image a little bit. But doing those things really will help take your photography from okay to that next level. So make sure on your next shoot, whether it's for a client or it's just for yourself or it's just for fun, make sure that you think about all the details and you try to make sure that you're shooting with purpose. Next, this is something that I've actually started to do more recently in my career that has really helped me, and I'm pretty sure it can help you guys if you're where I used to be, and that's pretty much simplifying my workflow. So what I mean by that is it's very easy to get caught up in like editing and pre-production and shooting to where you're doing so much that you burn yourself out very easily. So by simplifying my workflow, I just started to do things that really work for me and work for the client in the simplest way possible. So that could go from how I send them their photos after the shoot. I use pixieset.com. That really helps a lot. You guys can check that link down in the description. That's pretty much what I use to upload my images to Pixieset, and my client chooses those photos, and that's where they make their selects from our photo shoot. So I don't have to sit there and go through the hassle of picking images. I pretty much send them all the images, and Pixieset is great because you guys can choose if they can download the photos or not. You can place watermarks on them if you don't want them to have the raw images. It's really great. I really recommend it. This video is not sponsored by them. They're just a product that I've been using pretty much for like the past 5 or 6 years in my photography career. But that's one thing that I recommend doing. Another thing that I recommend doing is, this goes back to pre-production. What I used to do in my photography career is when I had a shoot, I would bring out all of my equipment, all of my lights, all of my stands, just in case. You're always thinking, what will go wrong? Let me bring it back up for this. Maybe just bring this. And what would happen is I would bring so much gear that it would slow me down on set. So one thing that really helped me out is simplifying my workflow, making sure that, okay, if I'm shooting this type of project, these are the lights I need, this is the camera I need, these are the lenses I need. And so by that, I'm not overthinking about what equipment to bring. I'm not overthinking on set. I'm just using the tools that I need to use. It's so easy to get caught up on set about all the little things that you start to lose the vision. So once you simplify your workflow, I promise this is gonna make a big difference in your work. All right, so the next thing that I really want to recommend, and I know you guys have heard this time after time, but it's investing in yourself. And by investing in yourself, I don't just mean go out and buy the fanciest camera, don't buy the fanciest lens. By investing into yourself, I really mean by investing into your knowledge, investing the time into yourself and into your craft to make yourself a better photographer or videographer or whatever it is that you want to do. Ways that I did that is I invested into courses. I hit up local photographers and videographers that are better than me, and I hit them up and I tried to just shadow them. I tried to do BTS for them. I just try to be an extra helping hand on set and just allow myself to be in those rooms and really learn from people that are greater than me. And that's definitely one of the things that took my photography work to the next level, because I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm a very visual learner. And so there's only certain information that I can take by reading or watching online on YouTube, but I feel like the best way that I learn is actually being hands-on on a project. So what I'd recommend for you guys to do is hit up local photographers in your city, wherever you're based, and just ask to offer them a helping hand. Photographers like me, I know my other photography friends, we're always looking for some extra hands on set. So don't be afraid to reach out to other people located in your area. A helping hand is always in need. There's definitely some things on YouTube and some things online that you don't see, that you will only learn by being on set and by being there to learn, like day in and day out. So I really recommend going out, try to find people that you can work with, try to find people that you can learn under and shadow and do behind the scenes for, because I promise you that you'll learn so much in that one day or a couple hours from assisting them that you will not learn years or hours or days or months on YouTube, and I can promise you that. And for the last thing on the list I would tell you guys to do is to get back to the basics. It's really easy to get caught up in learning so many new things so quickly that you kind of forget the fundamentals when it comes to photography, lighting, videography, etc. Practice those fundamentals because you always need those. Think about it like a basketball player. No matter how good somebody like Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan gets, when they get in that gym, the first thing they might do is still practice their jump shot. So with that, don't be afraid to take a step back and go back to the basics, because I do that from time to time as well. I'll just sit down, I'll just practice my lighting, I'll make sure that my camera settings are correct. I'll watch beginner YouTube videos even if I have to, but just getting back to those basics really help tighten your fundamentals and make you a better shooter overall. And if you guys want me to make a video going more in depth about any of these topics, please drop a comment down below. And if you guys do want to learn about lighting or anything else, check out a couple of my other videos that'll teach you pretty much the fundamentals and get you right with your studio photography lighting. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.